Alright YouTube, welcome back. Got something to do today here at Heineke on, what's today, Thursday? Today's Thursday, yeah. I believe this car was at another shop. They were told they wanted a price on a whole system. After me looking at it, I understand why the other shop said what they said. The resonator's rotted out in here. Here. Resonator's got a hole under there in the hanger. There's some patchwork going on back here. It looks, I don't understand all this cost to doing this job, but this is what they did. Universal muffler, so this all works. There's some leaks in the welds. I wasn't worried about this. This still has ring in the pipe, so if it wasn't ringing, I would say, all right, somebody left a bolt off. I don't know. I'll fix that while I'm here. The catalytic converter has holes in the typical spots. And then you ever see that hose clamp trick for oxygen sensors? It's all staged, dude. You are not getting an oxygen sensor loose with a hose clamp without a torch, lubrication, none of that stuff. At least not around here, you're not. It takes this, sometimes it takes the torch, and sometimes it takes a lot of PV blaster. So this one here, it turned like this, ready? So this one turned like a quarter turn, and then it would go back, so I kept soaking it, working it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Not doing that with a hose clamp without destroying the oxygen sensor. And then I seen them where the clamp to go around this, that's rounded off. That's not happening. I mean, in some cases it probably will work, but I'm gonna tell you, some of those videos are staged. It was already loosened up after they got it all out, and I've been doing this a long time. If I thought that a hose clamp would get an oxygen sensor out, it might get it out on a brand new system, like that's never been heat cycled and been exposed to Mother Nature. But the likelihood of you getting an oxygen sensor out using a hose clamp is near impossible. So anyway, what we advised this customer was, one, why would you want to replace exhaust parts that aren't needed? Regardless of what the other shop said. And I said, like I said, I know why they said what they said, because that's all they can do is they can buy direct fit parts and bolt them on and hope that it fits. And what I was like, all right, well, I need the direct fit cat. This resonator is part of a pipe assembly. And then they were at another exhaust shop and they sell these repair flange kits. There's just a lot of cost in doing this and the time to weld it all back together. So I would have never done this. I would have made this with a universal stainless steel flex pipe and welded it together. If you're gonna go through all this, you might as well buy direct fit parts and put it on your car. The time that it takes for you to get these parts and fit all this and weld it in is just not efficient. And their bends on this pipe were too shallow, but it still works. So when I say shallow, you can see that there's really not a lot of clearance here, although it still works. So it's good. So now that this has already been staged, that it's loose, I'm not gonna give you no bullshit. You can see that the threads aren't real happy, but I will get it to go back in with no problems. And then we have spring bolts up there that I hope to come right out. So hang out with me. Let's see if we can get any cursing and swearing going on. What's a YouTube video or a TikTok video without cursing and swearing to you? Huh? I said, I wonder what makes it think that I'm an expert on Honda power sliding doors.
I mean,
Huh?
I like to consider myself a almost expert.
I would say, based on what I taught you in the internet, that you could figure it out without me being here.
Oh, no, I mean, I figured most of them. I think I was the Honda sliding door.
Yeah.
I almost consider myself a sliding door.
I would say the same thing. I would scan it first and see if there's any code in it.
It's not doing it now, so it's not doing what Victor was complaining about.
I was if you scan it, are all the rollers good?
That's what we replace the rollers on.
Ah.
That's one that was
All the doors are working now?
Yes, the one door wasn't latching in the rear, and I pointed out the switch that might be going bad. Then I touched it, I pushed it a little bit, and now the door works fine.
Okay. right, so that went smooth for a 200,000 mile vehicle. It don't always go that smooth. How about that here? The ball skin brake. That's great. Best gun ever made. Sucks you can't get decent service. We're tool guys didn't even show up. That's why Caleb went to Harbor Freight today and bought a side box. Kamikaze with lubrication. You can hear the other one wasn't coming out too happily. So I actually have the hood open for natural light, and I have my drop light under there. So what most people don't see is what we see. So under the shield, it's rotted out. I'm trying to zoom in for you. So right there, under there is all rotted out. Let me get a light to show you. Let there be light. So, and I will tell you this, even experienced mechanics miss this, but they're not the experts that we are. Can't tell you how many shops send me exhaust work and they say it just needs a patch or some bullshit. And then I look at the rest of the exhaust system, I'm like, are you effing blind? Like, don't even estimate your exhaust jobs at these other shops. Just send it to me, let me look at it for you. This way you don't get your ding-a-ling in a pinch, and we fix the car right for the customer, we don't have any problems. Every day another shop usually sends me a car, they miss something, especially exhaust related. Experience, knowledge, it's not always price. Oh, let's get my light. And now we're gonna get up in here, and then this gasket is gonna get replaced too. Because this does wear out. So you see that? Worn. And then sometimes you'll see it on the upper flange that these are worn through based on their age. So this one isn't really great, but you can see that the gasket's actually made its impression in the flange, which causes little leaks. So now I'm gonna make this stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna bore you with all the engineering part of what I do here, but I'll bring you back when I'm finished. Thanks for watching.